Blessings and abundance, my human family. We back with another great installment. This video right here was recommended by one of my subscribers. So I'm here to bring some awareness, some enlightenment, and some more understanding. This video is about your birth certificate was made into a bond and it's worth billions. So I'm gonna title this, your birth certificate is worth billions and this is how you can utilize it. Say it again. Your birth certificate is worth billions and this is how you can utilize it. But first, I would like y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Join the family. Get news you can use and put tools into your toolbox that you can use to benefit you and your family and friends' lives. Share this video with your family and friends. Let's bring awareness and understanding of what's going on and how we are being used as collateral and what we can do to get out of this global pandemic of slavery and so-called debt. Okay? Let's free ourselves now. Let's get the chains off our finances today. Okay, let's understand the birth certificate. Why was it made into a bond and why it's worth billions? When the United States declared bankruptcy, they pledged all Americans as collateral against the national debt. You hear what I just said? When the United States declared bankruptcy, they pledged all Americans as collateral against the national debt. In simplest terms, they took us, gave us to the Roman Empire as collateral. Queen Elizabeth, Pope of Rome, we are collateral. They own us. The British Empire owns us. So when the United States became bankrupt, they pledged all Americans as collateral against the national debt. So when you were born, how they did that, how they created the trickery was when you were born, they had your parents sign a birth certificate, basically a contract, and they became an informant on your birth. If you go look at your birth certificate, your live birth record, your parents' name is going to be on the line where it says informant. They're going to sign where it says informant. And they basically gave you up. Or they basically took you off the land and put you at sea. So you abandoned at sea and you're owned by foreign entities at this moment. Yes. You're owned by foreign entities at this moment. So Americans are collateral against the national debt and then they confiscated all gold, eliminated the means by which you can pay. It also assumes legal responsibility for providing a new way for you to pay. Let me rewind that back. When the United States declared bankruptcy, pledged all Americans as collateral against the national debt and confiscated all gold, eliminated the means by which you can pay. It also assumes legal responsibility for providing a new way for you to pay. And it did that by providing what is known as exemption. An exemption from having to pay for anything. In practical terms, though, that means giving each American something to pay with. And that something is your credit. This is considered your credit. This is why it's worth billions, because this is the credit. Social Security number, the bank number that's on the back, these numbers right here that's in red on your birth certificate, these are account numbers through the Treasury. These are account numbers through the Treasury, and it's worth millions. Is money inside these accounts that they created for you, that made you collateral, and these numbers are worth millions of dollars. Billions of dollars. Because they put in, when you work a 9 to 5, a job, and you pay taxes, you put in, then over time, in due time, it grows interest. So you have a on ledger or off ledger. You know, they invest. Every time another bond is created, they put you on the stock market. It becomes a negotiable instrument. Every time you get your Social Security number out, they create bonds, and your bonds is auctioned off, and they sell it. So it's continuously growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Your value to the society was then and still is calculated using actual tables and at birth. Bonds equal to this average value are created. I understand that this is currency between $1 and $2 million. These bonds are collateralized by your birth certificate, which become a negotiable instrument. The bonds are hypothecated, traded until their value is eliminated for all intent and purposes. And all the credit created is technically and rightfully yours. In point in fact, you should be able to go to any store in America and buy any and everything in sight, telling the clerk to charge your exemption account, which is identified by 9-digit number that will be recognized on your Social Security number without dashes. This is your EIN, which stands for Exemption Identification Number. This is news you can use. Tool that you can put in your toolbox. Free game. Should I read the ending one more time for you guys? I think I'm going to read the ending one more time for you guys. The bonds are hypothecated, traded until their value is eliminated for all intents and purposes, and all the credit created is technically and rightfully yours for the intent and purpose, and all that credit created is technically and rightfully yours. In point of fact, you should be able to go to any store in America and buy any and everything in sight, telling the clerk to charge it to your exemption account, which is identified by a 9-digit number that you will recognize on your Social Security number without dashes. That is your EIN number, which stands for Exemption Identification Number. You are a billionaire. I repeat, you are a billionaire. This has been hidden. This has been shined away from us. We, the people, are working, slaving for monopoly, fiat, federal debt notes that has no value because United States is bankrupt. Gold and silver is the real money. You have been tricked into corporate slavery with a birth certificate and a social security card that are worth millions and billions of dollars. And you should be able to go in any store in America and buy any and everything in sight, telling the clerk to charge it to your exemption account, which is identified by the 9-digit number that you will recognize on your social security number without dashes. This is your EIN number, which stands for Exemption Identification Number. Social security card, like I explained in the last video, previous video, was your first credit card. Do y'all guys understand? Please share this video. Please share this video. Please share this video with your friends and family. Let's wake up the world. Let's take back what is ours. Let's bring awareness to what's going on. Let's get out the trickery. You have to free yourself now. Free yourself now. Free yourself now. The email that's on the bottom of this video. This is access to freeing yourself to this information. This is access to freeing yourself and correcting your status. You contact this email, statuscorrection100@gmail.com. That's STATUSCORRECTION, the number 100@gmail.com. I advise, I suggest, I recommend everyone that is watching this video to contact that email. We have templates. We have a service to help you correct your status. We have templates for you to correct your status on your own. We do consultations. We restore credit. We have travel packets. We have W-4 sandwiches to audit everyone you gave your social security number to get all the funds that's just lingering in the air. We got a set for value, how you could pay bills with your exemption number with no cash, because the cash already exists and everything is already paid for. How to pay bills with your social security number without the dashes, which turns into an EIN number. But when you respond and reach out and contact us, please respond with you being ready for the service, with you being knowledgeable about the service, with you being knowledgeable about what is going on. Yes, it does cost. Yes, it's very reasonable. You can't go to college and get a college education for free. We put our time, sleepless nights, and energy into learning this process, and we're willing to teach this process, but we can't put all our time in doing that and not be compensated for it, because, we have children and, our time is very valuable. And I'm going to show you how to make your time valuable. We're going to teach you the ropes, how to really operate in financial freedom. You just have to be ready. Make sure when you contact that you're ready to begin financial freedom. Make sure you're ready. Don't call us and tell you you're going to be ready in a week. Don't contact us, tell you you're going to be ready next month. We do have payment plans in place. You have to be ready. We don't need your social security number to do this process. Only thing we need is your name, where you were born. That's it. That's it to correct your status. We don't ask for social security numbers. We don't ask for the numbers on the back of your social security card, the numbers on the front of your birth certificate. We don't need to even see your birth certificate. We don't need to see your social security card. So if anyone's reaching out saying that they need those documents or information, that is a scam. We ain't here to help the people. We ain't here to bring awareness. We need you guys. We need everyone to come together. The more people that does this, the more we can break the system down. The more the world will know. The more we will be free. You can get your 40 acres and a mule. The time is now. The time is today. There's only 5 seconds left on the clock. Let's go. Let's go right now. Hit us when you're ready. Reach out when you're ready. Please, I advise, get your babies out of this. Get your baby out of this predicament. So when they have adult, they don't have to go through this. The knowledge will be there. This knowledge needs to be passed down. We can begin generation wealth with this time and day right now. Let's put the generations under us in position so they can put the ones behind them in position, and we can be in position from this day forth. Like, share, subscribe, send this to your family and friends. Please. You don't have to participate in this. Just get this information out. This is valuable. This is a very valuable one. Very valuable. Be on the lookout for the next one that's coming. It's going to be part 2 to this part 1. Hit that bell notification. Subscribe so you know when this next video comes. Because I'm going to actually take my time out and break it down in further detail and actually tell you how you can do it with showing you that it actually works. Because we have testimonies. We have success stories. So I thank y'all for your time. You can go ahead and reach out in the email. It's going to be in the description. You can contact me on all my platforms if you have questions. But like I said, if you don't know enough, I think you should go and do more research. Do more research. Do your due diligence. Come with some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because I don't have the time to make you fully understand unless you pay for the consultation, and then we can sit down and discuss whatever you want to discuss then. So please don't contact and ask a bunch of questions in the email, because that further let me know you have not done your due diligence, and I'm going to just redirect you to do your due diligence. So before you contact me, make sure you're ready, you have enough information, and we can go forth with basically bringing you home to the land, getting you out these people's way, out these people's jurisdiction, so you can obtain and maintain your life, your family's life, and be able to use your exemption number, which is your social security number, without the dashes, be able to utilize that correctly. Because if you're not in the correct status, you're under contract and you cannot use these numbers correctly. You have to be in a correct status. You have to have the correct financial statement in place. You have to put these things in place. You have to claim your straw man by correcting your status. It's things you have to do before you can obtain this, before you can utilize this, before you can use your exemption account, before you can use your birth certificate and social security number to benefit you and your family, and to pay things off with these numbers, and to tap into your trust funds. Yes, you do need to correct your status. I'm saying this here now. Yes, you do need to correct your status. Free yourself now. Contact statuscorrection100@gmail.com. The email is going to be in the description. The email is on this video. You can contact me on all my platforms. Going to be in the description. Like, share this video, and subscribe. I love y'all. Blessings in abundance.